Hey everybody, how you doing? Oliver Joyce here, and it is 25th of January, and it's me. It's a bit disconcerting. What am I doing up there when I'm supposed to be here? Anyway, I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks because I've got nothing to show you, unfortunately. I wanted to show you a little bit of multiplayer stuff, but it's not quite ready yet. This video is basically just want to talk about the road ahead, obviously. The road to getting Swords and Sandals into full launch. Very close. I did say sort of end of this month, estimation is always literally your best guess, and we're having just a few hassles with the multiplayer stuff, so it's not quite ready yet. It will be ready sometime in February, and then the game's going to go full launch up on Steam, and then it's done. Basically, multiplayer is all working. We've got leaderboards working now. We have, matchmaking in terms of like you can go into a room, select the gladiator. There's not proper automated matchmaking yet. That might come in the future. But there's a bunch of different rooms you can go into, different arenas. You can talk to gladiators. You can challenge them and be challenged. You can fight and everything. All the gladiators' equipment and everything syncs up properly and everything. We're just having a little bit of a problem with turn syncing in terms of when does one turn finish and another one begin. Just a couple of hassles there. But me and my multiplayer guy are working on that and hopefully have a fix, I'm sure, in the next week or so, because it's the last thing I need to get multiplayer up on the road, and then basically release it, have it in 0.9 version for a week or so, just see how people get on with multiplayer. If there's any hassles, any teething problems, we'll fix it. But if that's all working, then bam, full launch. There's not going to be a big kind of sort of party fanfare or anything. The game is basically it's out there. It's been out there since May. I've been improving it since then, of course. But when it goes into full launch, it's not like a usual Steam release where there's all this big journalistic coverage and fanfare. It's basically the game is just ready, and for those who have been holding off on buying the game, now's a good time for them to check out the game, and hopefully that increases sales and gives people that sort of reassurance that the game is ready to play, that kind of thing. Now, when I say full launch, I don't mean the game is 100% bug-free. No game is ever truly bug-free. Certainly no game of this kind of complexity, and certainly no game of mine. My games are buggy. I try to fix them as much as the best I can. But RPGs are complex beasts. There are so many moving parts and systems. You can never truly have the game working in perfectly in all conditions, on all machines, on all systems, 100%. What the game is, though, is stable and playable, and for the most part, bug-free, and the experience should be fun for most players. And I know many people have finished the game and told me how much they enjoyed it and so on, and left good feedback. So I'm confident the game that you play now is as close to bug-free as you're going to get. There's going to be a few little hassles, and I'll continue to support the game post-launch, but it's one of those things you can't work on forever, and I don't intend to. The time has soon come to work on other things. Speaking of other things, more Swords and Sandals Immortals news for you. All right, so check this out. I've been working on this while I've been waiting for multiplayer to sort of come together, but all right, Swords and Sandals Immortals on Google Pixel, so Android phone. A bit tricky to do it in reverse, but new gladiator, new challenge. It's the Sword and Sandals you know and love. It does take a little longer to load screens on my device as well, but it's all there. You can see it. And this phone it was a good phone 4 years ago, but you can see there's our gladiators. There's a skeleton guy. You can, it's all working. Yeah, so this is mostly done. This port of the game. Do. All right, it's enough. Um, yeah, that build of the game is mostly working. I don't know. I haven't tested out the dungeons yet. The dungeons may not be playable. We'll see. If not, I might have to sort of not have them in the mobile version. It'd be a shame, but I don't want it to, be a poor experience. Basically, when I'm releasing the mobile version of the game, I'm going to be restricting it to pretty new devices. So anything that runs on like Android systems 30 and above, basically any phone from the last sort of 3 years ago or so. This phone is a bit older, but it seems to be running on that. But I'm going to basically be locking that off and saying, newer machines only, because I don't want that experience of people playing this game on a 7-year-old potato and then saying the game's terrible and it runs slowly and it crashes all the time. Thumbs down, 1 star. I don't want that experience. You don't want that experience. So newer phones only, more powerful for phones only. But the phone technology moves so quickly that in a year or two's time, what's a new phone today you can pick up quite cheaply. So you should be able to, like a Google Pixel 3, which I believe this one is pretty cheap now, and it runs quite well on that. So so that game will be available after launch. Probably a couple of weeks after launch, I will release it on mobile, maybe sooner. We'll see. I've got to get it approved and everything. I'm going to tell you more about the mobile version closer to launch, but just a heads up, it's a mobile version. Mobile ecosystem is quite different to Steam and everything. The ways of what people expect to pay is very different. You can't sell a game for $20, $15 on mobile. No one's going to pay that. So this is going to be a free game supported by ads and in-app purchases. The in-app purchases are just going to be stars. Basically, I'm going to say, if you want stars for your gladiator or all your gladiators, you buy them, they go into a pool, and then you can distribute them for your gladiators. And you can buy 100 stars, 500, 1,000, that kind of thing. This isn't going to be one of those predatory money games. I swear to you now. No one item is going to cost you more than $5 or $10. And if you buy the $10 one, that's pretty much going to set you up for the life of many gladiators. I don't want to have one of these games where you're spending $100 on a game like this. I don't think it's fair to you, and it's not something I want to make, and I don't want to be one of those developers that preys on their audience. So there'll be a couple of price points, but hopefully quite fair. And basically, I don't want you spending more on a mobile version of the game than you would on the Steam equivalent. So you'll be able to play the game fully, but without basically the star rate you get will be a lot lower. So when you fight bosses and everything, you get a lot less stars and that kind of stuff. So you basically you can play the game for free and just have the ads and everything. But if you want to have stars, which you use to purchase talents and that kind of thing, and trade in stars for extra gold, it'll probably you're going to want to spend a few bucks to get that kind of experience. But I promise you, this is not Diablo Immortal. This is not that kind of horrible spend thousands of dollars to experience the game. It will not be like that. I even I wasn't sure whether I even wanted to do a mobile version of the game, but enough people like playing games on mobile, and it runs well enough on mobile that I thought, well, why not bring that experience to you guys and see what you think. So yeah, that will be coming, as I said, probably in about a month from now. I've got to get it all approved. I've got to get the ad systems working. I've got to get the Google Play. It's mobile development is painful. I'm going to tell you this right now. Any game devs out there, it's so much more fun building games for Steam than it is for mobile. I can't stand it. The whole, you just coding up something and getting it to run on the phone, then getting it to run on Google Play. It's all just way harder than it should be. And then wait for Apple. I haven't even mentioned the Apple version. I'm going to probably delay that even further because I don't even have, I got to get access to a Macintosh, and I could rant about that for a long time, but I won't because I want to be positive here. So yeah, there will be an iOS version coming as well. And once multiplayer is done, the 2 mobile builds will be done, the full version of the game will be out. That will be basically a lot of February, but then bam, done and dusted. And as this, which way am I looking? As I say up here, The road ahead will be me tackling 2 new games this year, in theory. At least one starting, hopefully late February, come March, I'll be working on a completely new game, and I'll announce that then. And I'm looking forward to bringing you something new and spectacular and outside of the Swords and Sandals world. It's going to be a lot of fun, I promise. Once again, a shout out to my dear Patreon supporters, a hearty bunch. Their numbers don't change very much, but these guys have been with me through thick and thin. I thank all you guys, past and present, who have supported me and this channel as in my indie game development journey, which is it's been amazing. But it's having the support of you guys means a lot. Dane Simoneau, great man. We got to talk again soon, my friend, and congratulations to Tech Guy Dane. As his channel begins to explode, please check out his channel. Type into YouTube, Tech Guy Dane. Daniel Funches, Pookie, Bardi X, Brandon K, Ilya Gurovich, Pipuch, Noah Gudajan, Stone God, Timmy Boy, X Up Omega, Jeff of Hex3D. I'm coming to visit you in a month or two, my old friend Jeff, Hopeless, and Eunice. Heroes all. And as the armor always says, if you'd like to be a patron, that would make my day. Let's give a 2-handed slam. Thank you, Thargan, and thank you, my mighty Patreons. I'll be sending you a new newsletter in the next few days. Basically, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. Maybe something fun. We'll figure it out. All right, that's about it for this week, guys. Videos have been, fairly slow in coming. Once the game is basically out there's not that much to reveal and show gameplay wise and everything, so unfortunately not as exciting as previous videos. I'm gonna hopefully do a hiking video soon. I don't know if you guys remember those, but they were a lot of fun to do. And also I need to go on a hike again soon, so clear my head and start planning. That's how I plan all my new game ideas, when I'm out there hiking. If you go back on this channel, there's a video, I think it was like a Sword and Sandals announcement video for Sword and Sandals 6. Go back to that one and think of all the ideas I had in that video. Not all of them happened, but it's fun to kind of go back and look. It's from about 2 years ago, so you go back and check that out on the channel if you're interested. Thank you to all those people who have subscribed to the channel and liked the video and everything. For some reason, like, my view count is way down. I don't know if YouTube just is not a fan of this kind of video. It's not sort of instant enough. I'm not jumping off buildings. I'm not driving Lamborghinis or in a bikini. Thankfully, but that kind of thing. There is a certain sort of style of YouTube video that they like to promote, and this old school format is not one of them. But it doesn't matter. It got you guys. I have 8,000 subs, even if only a couple hundred are watching the videos. It's just awesome to be have an audience like you guys, and I can't wait to bring you along with me on the journey to the next game and beyond. And if I'm still doing this in 5-10 years, that will be awesome. And fingers crossed, touch wood as we do. All right, my friends, that's it for now. Thanks for sticking with me to the end of the video, and stay tuned for more news on multiplayer. Hopefully, guys, you're playing it the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed. Until next time, my friends, bye for now.